problems and all my bitterness just seemed passe. Because I realized as soon as I said it, how long it'd take to swim from Jones Beach to Indonesia. And maybe you're waiting on a call from me. And maybe you're working at a crowded restaurant, and yeah, no worries, got a life so fucked up. You don't know what happened. Just like you saw me working at some restaurant in Paris, 'cause my life was just so fucked up, and I don't know how it happened.
Good evening. Good evening. I thought I'd drop by, do a little cheeky little stream. Honestly, I was just really bored. I did get sent some interesting stuff that we're gonna go over now. The stuff we're gonna talk about, I'm aware that probably none of you are gonna know anything about at all. Because it happened back in August. It is VTuber drama, sorta, kinda. So, like, I thought it'd be fun. I thought we had something different. I don't know how long stream will be, but I thought I'd give you some content, because we only really had the birthday stream and the video and the Himpleton debate and every other stream I've jumped on this week. I need to stop jumping on people's streams. I don't know why I keep doing it at the moment. And people keep talking about things I'm interested in, and I'm like, oh, I'll go and talk about this thing, and I'm like, oh. Then I'm sleepy and I'm tired. I got asked earlier, like on Twitter just now. Somebody was like, I posted this like Himpleton copy pasta, and somebody's responded to it thinking it's serious or it's like a vague post about some shit. And they're like, wait, are you the guy who groomed that 17-year-old? And I'm like, no, that's the other back. It's like, it's nice that still happens though. I feel like I need to do like a retrospective on Craig Beckett just to vindicate myself in the future, because at some point, I'll tell you what's going to happen. At some point in the future, I'm going to get into beef with somebody, and they're going to make a hit piece on me, and they're going to be like, what was it? Was it 2000? Was it 23 or 22? I think it was 23, or like end of 22, whatever. In 2022, Beckett DM'd a 17-year-old named Emmy, and I'm gonna be like, fuck. Listen, I get it. I'm British. Like, we all look the same to Americans, but I'm not that fat. I'm not as fat as Craig Beckett was, and I take it as listen. He groomed a minor, but at the same time, I'm not that fat. Okay, can we get our priorities straight? If you're gonna accuse me of bullshit, at least don't accuse me of being fat. Like, you're gonna give me a complex. Yeah, he made the Billie Irish parody that was like real unfortunate considering what came out about him. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, Chud went over the like fucking Himpleton debate that I had with on Aiden's. I say debate. Thanks, Max. I'll disavow you later. Please, Max, please don't do anything fucking insane. You're really talented. I really don't want to deal with. Okay, fine. That's good. Thanks, bro. Oh fuck yeah, no, I was watching Chud go over it, and it's like I think the best point Chud had like was, you know, I spent a lot of time dealing with like cesspool drama and getting way too involved, but I am good at like cutting the cord. And listen, if you want any tips for people who are like thinking of covering shitter drama and trying to get like into stories, learn when to cut people off. That is the best advice I can give you. It's like the only saving grace you'll have. Oh, can you stop hitting me with fat people strays? Look, I don't have much going for me, okay? I'm like fucking old and dying. Okay. So, what was I gonna do? What the fuck am I doing here today? Right, there is one thing I need, actually. Fuck. Max, if you're here, can you find me... I don't even have to DM him. I'm just like, he's watching. It's fine. Max, can you find me some dramatic music to read DMs to, please? And, like, download it and put it in a fucking audio file for me and send it to me. That'd be great. So... Ta, buddy. Okay. Okay. So, right, where are we starting? So, this drama... Have I got the right thing up? Yeah. So the person we're going to be talking about is Evil Toaster. Now, Evil Toaster is like a VTuber, or technically he's a PNG tuber, but he comes under the VTuber category. You're Ginger as well, which is even worse. This is true. I'm fucked. Thank you, Max. You're the best. Right. Okay. So this guy is a Twitch streamer. Well, I don't want to bring up his Twitch channel. There'll give me some fucking ads. Basically, it's all video games and VTuber shit. But importantly, he's a Twitch ambassador. I say importantly, like being a Twitch ambassador is important. Can you imagine being like, hey, I'm a Twitch ambassador? But this is relevant. Because you might be familiar with a controversy that kind of kicked up around Twitch. And I know that's a wild thing to say, considering everything that's currently happening. But a few months ago, over their new knock feature. Now, the new knock feature was basically knock knock. Streamers can now collaborate with other Twitch streamers who are live without any advanced setup or planning. Look for the collaboration icon to find a streamer in your network who is open to collaborating with you, and click knock to get started. And this basically was Evil Toaster's suggestion. Now when people ask me what does being a Twitch ambassador mean, I can say I told them to make this feature and they actually hecking did it. Can't wait to give it a try. Now, this feature was universally fucking hated. The knock feature is an insane thing to do. It makes no sense. Basically, if you're open and haven't got the right settings, people can just sort of like harass your stream, which I don't know if anyone's ever thought about how trolls function, but probably not a good idea. So basically, after going, hey, this was my idea, aren't I so clever? Evil Toaster got a ton of fucking shit for this. And basically, it was muted this a while ago because I ain't subjecting myself to y'all's brain rot. But if it wasn't obviously clear, me telling Twitch, please add better features for collabing and making collab organization and communication easier is not the same as me deciding how exactly that is executed. And the amount of people saying, no one asked for this, bro, none of y'all asked for anything. You actually need to grow on Twitch because you have no idea what you're doing. Collab content is proven to be extremely effective, but you refuse to engage in it because you're terrified of people. Now, this is a really fucking interesting statement considering the document we're going to go over. Angie, for the two, from ArtCC drama to VTuber drama. Yeah, listen, I want to get more into VTuber drama. I find VTuber drama really fascinating. It's incredibly fucking toxic. Kairaz, this was the feature that could face dox VTubers by turning their cameras on, right? Theoretically, I think it depended on your setup. Thank you, Max. Based. Okay, I'll download that. Brilliant. Okay. So, right. I'm back. Let's turn off fucking... I've got so much random shit open, guys. Right, I was like, I need a PDF reader in dark mode, and I couldn't find one. It sucks. Anyway, so when I started looking at this, basically, I got sent this by Max, and the first thing that I found that I looked at on it was this little stream here. Now, I have watched 9 minutes of this, and so far this is 9 minutes of a bunny girl explaining autism to me. And I thought, I cannot watch longer than 9 minutes of this bunny girl explaining autism. I don't know why there is so much, like, it is literally, like, believe me, it is relevant because apparently Evil Toaster, whatever the fuck his name is, talks a lot, like, is obsessed with, like, self-diagnosis. We'll go into it. But his behavior and inability to understand boundaries, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I love her. Look, I'm not trying to take any shots from hacking juice. I don't know their content. All I'm saying is this is a lot of conversation about autism, and I just I can't. Guys, I can't sit there and take seriously a conversation about autism like this. I can't do it. I was like, look, apparently this guy's creepy with women. That's the accusation. And you're talking to me about autism, like so much autism, and I'm just like, please, come on. She does go on rants. Okay. Listen, I'm only going by this video. I've got no idea who this person is. I'm not trying to take a shot. I'm just telling you why we're not watching a video and why I'm reading the document, okay? Go rise with the 2. Take more money to do it. Thank you. So, like, yeah. So essentially, where were we? Right, this one here. So there was this basically this also Reddit thread. Multiple VTubers have come forward about harassment from Evil Toaster. Now, I'm gonna be clear. This is a long fucking document, okay? This is like pages and pages and pages. It's actually not the one I want. Is that the one I want? I don't think that's the one I want. I think I had another version of this. Give me a second. Wanted to get one that wasn't so fucking terrible. Could actually be a bit more readable. Ooh. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. So, this is still blinding, but it's a little bit easier for me. So, I don't know how accurate this is going to be. I don't know how fucking unhinged it's going to be, but we will give it a shot. I'm going to go in with an open mind because it's VTuber drama, and VTuber drama is occasionally overblown, shall we say. But from everything I've seen, this one's a bit more uniform based. Thank you again. Right, okay. Keep losing things today. Right, okay, there we go. But she genuinely has some good, not chronic online takes. I've been following her for a while. She's not the typical VTuber. I will say this, like, again, the video from Hex is a lot of talking about autism, but at least she's not doing the, like, there's this really cringe thing that I've seen a few times about self-diagnosis, and I get the feeling from this there's going to be some fucking conversation about this, and I think it's got some DMs to back it up from what I've seen. Self-diagnosis is, like, not something generally you should do. Like, I've covered that before. In fact, actually, Hoz, our head admin, got so annoyed while I was covering someone promoting self-diagnosis, he actually went and got an autism diagnosis and discovered he had autism. So, there's a history here. Becky, use a built-in screen magnifier. It'll help your file. Is there a built-in screen magnifier? I think it's fine. Hey, British Running, how are you doing? I'm good. I'm going over all VTuber drama. I just saw you follow. British just followed me on like my fucking personal Twitter. I was like, he's found it. Okay, let me just get this up quickly as well. I just wanna get this one up. Let's go for that. Perfect. Very good. Lovely. Let's turn that down. Go for... Yeah, I'm absolutely stealing Nick's shit of music for DMs, by the way. Just makes it more fun. Okay, cool. So let's get started. Disclaimer. The following content was not made to incite harassment, it's going to be one of those documents, or harm anyone involved. Rather, its purpose is to highlight Evil Toaster's repeated behavior of controlling others. disregarding and overstepping boundaries, dismissing valid criticism, and generally preying on women within content creation. We want to bring awareness to his repeated behavior to help others who may have experienced this and not realized his manipulation, prevent more people from falling victim to him, and keep a public account of all experiences. While most of the people in this document are women/femme presenting, we also want to note that men/masculine presenting people have also been affected that are not in this document, and probably many more that have not yet spoken to me/publicly. Now, when I did a quick Google search for this, I couldn't find anything additional. So like this, I don't know what happened to this drama, but like there's a ton of videos and streams from like 3 months ago, and then it just died. And interestingly, like Evil Toaster's Twitter just went quiet around this time. Now, like, he's still streaming. There's clips from like 9 days ago, so he's still doing things. I've just got no idea why this fucking like vanished into a hole into the middle of nowhere. I was just like, what the fuck? So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I was kind of surprised. What's his name? Rev covered it as well. So it really didn't seem to breach like the little VTuber community. VTuber drama moves at like the speed of light. Yeah, who wrote this? I actually don't know. I'm assuming somebody, but I can't. Well, yeah, obviously somebody, but I'm assuming somebody who was like involved in some way with Toaster. But I'm just going on what's been handed to me at the moment. Flash in the pan, but the other VTubers keep list of bad players. Yeah, I mean, the VTuber drama is weird because the VTuber community is so... I've never seen a community like the VTuber community. Nobody is actually friends with anyone. Everyone is stabbing each other in the back to do, like, and trying to do audience capture. It's fucking insane. Like, you can't trust anybody. And I've got like a couple of VTuber friends who cover drama, and they're like, yeah, we're not friends with anyone else in the community just because it's too toxic. And I was talking to a friend of mine, Chris Speaks, who's from like the Twitch pulse sphere. And he's like, you know, you watch VTubers build up hype for their sort of, what's it called? Oh, fuck. They're like premiere or whatever the fuck it's called. Like they're unveiling. And they'll go live to like 2,000 people for like this unveiling because they've built up loads of like hype on Twitter. And then you'll come back to them like 2 months later and they'll be streaming to like 20 people, which is fucking insane. Because like people just like are there for the hype and then it's gone. Wild. Never seen anything like it. It's almost like TikTok autism streaming. It's insane. Anyway. What's most important to keep in mind while reading through this document is the power imbalance. Fuck, it is going to be one of those documents between Toaster and the women they interact with in the content creation space. Evil Toaster is connected to a lot of public figures with numbers backing them. Beyond that, these public figures are incredibly respected within the community. People rarely speak out about how Toaster acts behind the scenes because they do not want to burn bridges with people associated with him. When people have spoken out, Evil Toaster purposefully ignores any and all drama. Good. That means I can pretty much say whatever I want, doesn't it? Toaster ignores the drama. I mean, that actually kind of makes him just sound sensible. I don't know what to fucking tell you. So as not to call attention to it. However, behind the scenes, he constantly badmouths people that he feels wronged them to set high-profile content creators. This is widely known behind the scenes, so people have valid reasons for thinking they would be ostracized for by a good portion of the VTubing community if they ever spoke out about his actions. If people are scared to even speak out against Toaster, it's not difficult to understand why people give him the benefit of the doubt and let him push boundaries that they normally would not. I hope this helps people understand why this document is necessary and how he is harming the VTubing community as a whole. Listen, the VTubing community. VTubing community as a whole is fucked, okay? I don't know how much damage this one frog dude's doing to them. Okay. Your DMs are always open if you ever have if I ever have questions on VTubing. Yeah, like I want to do more in this community. Like we did the Tiger stuff, and that was quite interesting. My only hesitation is just how fucking insane the fan base is. So debuting? Is that it? Okay. Sounds like a bad Game of Thrones lot. Like, look, I don't know whether this is Twitch or VTubing, but it is certainly the case that, like, with Twitch in particular, there is an awful lot of power orbiters have that's just not true for YouTube. YouTube just doesn't have this problem in the same way. To a certain extent, though, like much higher echelons it does. Like the YouTube aristocracy, when you're talking about, you know, people with millions of subscribers. Debuting. There we go. Thank you, Max. Oh, the way Max is like, fuck, the stream is so dyslexic. Right. but like YouTube, like when you're like this level, this size, up to like 100k, up to even like 500k, it really doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't. But like on Twitch, if you're like a streamer with like, I don't know, 200 concurrent on Twitch, you're actually probably going to be pretty influenced by the people you're collaborating with. And it's really interesting looking at the political sphere. You can see people like Rhizome. None of you will know Rhizome, but Rhizome was a political streamer. He was like quite close with Chud at one point, and he cut all contact. And he did this, like, he's in this Fortress arc. He's been stuck at like 220 viewers for like 2 years, which again, like, you're maintaining an audience, but there's no growth, because without collaboration, there is no growth. Twitch is really bad for this. Okay. Twitch ambassador situation. Evil Toaster is currently under scrutiny for belittling other content creators for disagreeing with his proposed Twitch feature knock, and ignoring people's rightful criticism, going so far as to mock the situation in his Twitch title when he went live the following day. As of writing this, there is still no mention of the backlash he's faced, or an apology for his original remarks anywhere. This is a public presentation of his typical behavior to dismiss people's feelings and problems with him, as well as never taking accountability for his actions / words. I mean, okay, we're gonna see what's in the DMs, but like, look, this guy sounds like exactly what I'd expect out of a Twitch ambassador, but like, okay, when I was watching this, like, Hex is like, I think this guy is dangerous and he needs to be deplatformed. Okay, like that's a really extreme position to take. So I'm gonna need something like quite strong to back that up. If you're like, this person needs to be taken out, he needs to go behind the chemical sheds, I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to give me something real strong to make a fucking argument where I don't think you're just like insane for saying it. At the moment, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm including my personal experience with Evil Toaster because I want people to know I am not impartial when it comes to Evil Toaster. Do you know what? Based. It's nice to see that. It's nice to see someone actually declare their bias in a Google Doc. That's so fucking rare. The Twitch ambassador situation is a completely separate incident. I would have commented on anyone's demeaning words towards a community they're meant to represent. Yeah, listen, Twitch ambassadors suck. We all know this, or at least you all should. If you don't, by the way, Twitch ambassadors suck. Community they're meant to represent, but it also further proved to me that Evil Toaster will take accountability for what he's done behind closed doors. Evil Toaster will never take accountability for what he's done behind closed doors if he won't even do it for a public instance. Regarding intimacy and boundaries, Evil Toaster and I became fast friends about 2 years ago. I thought Toaster was an amazing person, kind, intelligent, and giving. Jesus Christ. However, looking back, I fear I was I was under quite a bit of manipulation regarding Toaster. One of the first things Toaster will tell anyone is that he craves affection, mostly from women, from what I've seen. I mean, he's a streamer. He's a streamer. Streamers crave affection and people to stroke our egos and tell us we're amazing. Why do you think we do this? It is just an ego trip. I'm kidding. Call me a slur. Call me a slur in the comments and then like and subscribe. Every convention is another reminder that I'm not one of the girlies, and I'm never going to get the kind of treatment and affection they give each other, even though I try to connect with them. I've gotten better at dealing with that fact over time, but it still hurts to think about. Oh wait, did he tweet this? Why would you tweet something like this? Every convention is a reminder that because of my penis, I'm on the outside. I just want them to hug me. Why won't anyone hold me? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck me. You have to be a bit of a narcissist to be a streamer. Listen, everyone who streams is a damaged person. Everyone, every single one of us is damaged in some way. I genuinely like a VTuber Twitch ambassador, but he never has claimed to really do anything. Well, I mean, other than like implementing a feature that's apparently shit. I'm not. Also, want to be really clear. Maybe we do need to go to his channel. Hold on a second. This is him, by the way. Maybe we do need to go to his channel. Commercial break in progress. Last live 4 days ago. I don't care. What? I mean, these aren't great views, to be fair. Okay. To be clear, this is PNG tubing, isn't it? This is just PNG tubing. How is this VTubing? Did he say anything? Why the fuck does anyone care what this guy thinks? He's 70k followers. Also, actually, at 70k followers, this isn't aristocracy levels of Twitch. 70k, listen, 70k is very impressive, sure, but you're a gaming VTuber streamer, and this has 495 views. Sure, it's a clip, but this isn't. Okay, actually, recent broadcast 5 days ago, 922 views. 9 days ago, 1.1k views. These numbers are fucking shit. They're just these numbers are fucking terrible. What the fuck? Why would anyone give a fuck what this guy thinks? Is there anything here that's decent? This is his only platform, right? Yeah, he's a VTuber. VTubing is an umbrella term. Okay, that makes sense. I think they cared because he orbited more popular VTubers. Took his older stuff. I don't know. Twitch won't keep it because Twitch doesn't keep VODs up. He collabs a bunch. Yeah, but listen, if you're collabing a bunch with a bunch of bigger fucking streamers and you're getting 1,000 views on your own streams, let me put it this way. When I was on Twitch, I was getting half these numbers. I got fuck all on Twitch. I got maybe 700, actually, do you know what? 700-800 views a stream, on Twitch. I didn't even have I didn't even have 1,000 followers on Twitch. Okay? And my numbers weren't much worse than this guy's. Like, I would strongly suggest that this dude is like the definition of a glub shitto. I don't know. This is a fucking problem with Twitch. Twitch is so fucking retarded. It's just like, yeah, okay, so we're gonna have Twitch ambassadors like a fucking deer person or this fucking frog PNG that no one gives a fuck about. No one cares about their opinions. They don't have any clout. They don't know what they're fucking doing. What was this guy's tweet? And any amount of where was it? Any amount of people saying no one asked for this. Bro, none of you will ask for anything. You actually need to grow on Twitch because you have no idea what you're doing. Motherfucker, what are you talking about? You got 70,000 followers and can't get you can't get 2k views a stream? The fuck are you? Does he have a YouTube channel? I feel like that's fucking, there's no way. There's just no way. What the fuck? This is actually annoying. This has actually annoyed me. Okay, YouTube, 2k followers. Right, videos. Jesus Christ. 2 years ago, 7.5k. Dude, this dude's a fucking nobody. He's been doing this for years, and he is a fucking nobody. And this is the guy who's like an ambassador for Twitch. No wonder your fucking platform's failing, retards. Holy shit. Fuck, I was gonna come in here and be like, okay, listen, we're gonna talk about a big VTuber. We're gonna talk about a Twitch ambassador, right? We're gonna talk about somebody with a little bit of fucking clout in a drama that like hasn't really been covered. No wonder no one's fucking covered it. This guy has less pull than the fucking Deer Girl did. What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ. Shut it down. This is actually retarded. This is so stupid. I can't fucking... I feel like I've been played. I'm reading a document about some guy who is apparently manipulating women in the VTubing community, who has the fucking pull and apparent charisma that's less than his fucking, like, little paper frog thing. You fucking what? He used to play Overwatch and got decent views because he was a one trick of a character. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Then he slowly lost his shit and became a VTuber. I mean, these views are not good, bro. These are not good. This is not, like, again, I'm just focusing on this. The amount of people saying no one asked for this, bro. None of you will ask for anything. You actually need to grow on Twitch. Because you have no idea what you're doing. What the fuck are you talking about, retard? You don't know what you're doing. You are the definition of a failure. Quit! Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I can't believe this dude is big broing people who I want to be clear here. Hexjuice has 44,000 subs. This video has 21k views. This is just a segment. This person has 21k views on a segment. These are like, again, like Chud's like this. If you look at Chud's VODs on average are gonna hit 22 like 40k, I believe, views. He has solid numbers in line with his subscriber base. If you have 70k followers and you're nobody, fuck off. I'm so annoyed. Right, okay, Kai writes with Tone. No bet he got most of his growth during COVID. Yes, absolutely. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. So many people have come in from COVID. And so many people have come in from COVID and they were sat there in like during the pandemic getting like 1,000 concurrent viewers because no one had anything to do, and then the lockdowns ended. And you can track this. Go and look. If you ever want to look at somebody's numbers who's trying to big bro you about they used to be a successful streamers, go and look at their numbers during COVID and look at the drop off, because so many of them fucking died. like that. That's why no one's around from Twitch anymore. That's why no one's around, because all of them were orbiting off Destiny and fucking COVID. That's it. Beckett, why are you dropping a stream on me? Shake my head. I'm not doing anything. Also, Toastify doing a fucking cameo in a Nick Diorio video. What's this, bro? Kept that fucking quiet, didn't you? Based. Well done. Congrats, bro. I hear it's really good. A load of VTubers popped up in the pandemic, got a huge ego and crashed out. Happened to Dream, for example. Yeah, like it happened to a lot of people. Operation Burnt Toast is coming. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we have to. I have no idea what you're talking about. Nick said it on stream, mate. Nick said it on stream. The secret's out. That's Nick's lying. He's done that before. Anyway, right, okay, cool. Right, back to Glub shito fucking VTuber drama. Public Toastify. I'm not leaking. I wouldn't do that. So, we're here for the Jake Wettel 35 segment. True. Okay. Where were we? Okay. I never expected a Hex Juice video to be there, damn. Yeah, like again, I don't really know anything about her other than like the literally 9 minutes of it I've seen. It's literally it. So, okay, right. Don't worry, you got some DMs coming up. Maybe they'll be interesting. Right. I know what you mean, and I'm glad of that. Honestly, I think I do good in trying to be like that, and I'm not escaping the man class position anytime soon, so it's still important that I be better for that. What? Honestly, I think I do a good job in trying to be like that. I'm not escaping the man class position anytime soon, so it's still important that I be better for that. But no matter what I am always just going to notice the small kinds of ways people I want to be closer to close off because of how I'm perceived by them or by society. Bro is like proto-incel. What the fuck is this? Which is just gonna make me think more about how things would be different otherwise. Who I would be closer to. Who would let me tell them more of my feelings. Who would let me touch them. Who would let me touch them? There's so many instances of this just seeing in front of me through my whole life where people I'm genuinely good friends with will stop me at a point where they let women they know less go past. Dude, this is a bit rapey. Look, I haven't heard any accusations of rape. I'm just saying this is a bit rapey, okay? The way this is worded is very rapey. Listen, I just want to tell women my feelings and then touch them. Why wouldn't you let me touch you? I can't really hate anyone for it though. I just hate the game, but who doesn't? Come on, bro. Right. Hey, Mally, how you doing? He also expressed this sentiment to me many times in the beginning of our friendship, and as you can see above, he desperately wanted intimacy with women, which he framed as casually saying, "I love you." What? Calling people wife and generally wholesome flirting. This turns out not to be true, which you can read in the entirety of this doc. Even in the screenshot above, he says, "Who would let me touch them?" I also want to point out that Toaster understands they're seen as a man and have, as they call it, A man class position. What a fucking gay way to put it. I'm in the man class. I'm in the man class. That's why women won't let me touch them. Mother told me not to. Right. He likes to say he's aware of this, but then continues to pressure women despite knowing he's not one of the girlies. And frankly, it isn't because of his gender or his perceived gender, but because of how he constantly pushes boundaries and makes people, mostly women, uncomfortable. That's fucking brutal. That's such a brutal thing to write about somebody. You think that people don't like you because you're a man and because people are worried about the patriarchy or the system we live in. It's actually just because you're a disgusting human being and I don't want to be near you. That's such a brutal thing to write about anybody. Listen, I'd let other men touch me, just not you. Oh. Don't hate the frog, hate the game, and then let him touch you. Oh, fuck. As a flirtatious person, I was fine with him casually. However, I was in a relationship and I told him that if I thought my boyfriend thought anything was too far, I would put a stop to it. Toaster responded, picture below. Okay, we're gonna try this music thing. We're gonna try and steal Nick's shtick. Lol, what do you mean? If we ever get too close and you wanted more, we'd both have to deny ourselves something we'd want to explore. Yes, and I'm capable of doing that. A crush is just a crush, and anything more, it's easy to cease because, compared to the relationship I have now, there's no reason to want another when it jeopardizes this one. Evil Toaster. I see. Cece, what are you thinking? Evil Toaster. I'm just thinking it would be a shame if it came to a point where we had to hold ourselves back, is all. So far, I don't feel like I've had to hold back anything, which has been an incredibly great and refreshing feeling for a new friend, so I value that a lot. I value you a lot for that. It's just comfortable. Cece, I hope you can still value me despite the potential need to deny yourself something and condition yourself. Evil Toaster, I value you even as just a fellow creator, yes. But the connection beyond that so far is very unique to me, so it's hard to not want to explore, which is why I ask things like that. But I'm not going to do anything you don't want me to, or anything, and I'm getting so much fun from you already, the way things are, so it's not like I'm dissatisfied or anything. Okay. Right, okay. I want to put... we're going to need to see the DMs with other people. We're going to need to see the DMs with other people, but I do want to point out, as much as I think Evil Toaster sounds like an actual freak. Like, just, you know, the human version of scum in the form of a Twitch ambassador, which is all Twitch ambassadors. I'm reading this, and she's not exactly unreceptive to this shit, okay? She's not unreceptive to this. They are having this conversation. She seems pretty clear she's in a relationship, but this is quite flirty. I just want to be fair and say that, like, if you have DMs like this with a guy and, like, your boyfriend finds out, you may want to be like, no, I was manipulated. Please don't leave me. I really... Listen. Listen, the frog manipulated me, my beloved. This feels like very one of those conversations where it's like, listen, I'd never cheat on my partner, but if I did, it would be with you. Like, I've seen those convos before. I'm just trying to be upfront. We'll see what he's like with other people. Maybe this is his general thing, but look, I don't fucking care about the power imbalance or any shit like that. Evil Toaster is a glub shitto. I fucking don't buy it. I think if you're buying into the kind of he's in a position of power, so he gets to touch you. Like I don't know what to tell you. Maybe content creation's not for you. But I just want to be fair. What the fuck is it that Chud says? Man's life hangs in the balance, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't really watch his rape reviews. And we're not doing it. We're not. Listen. Diorio already stole Chud's rape review. And now everyone thinks it's his thing. And then Lyric stole it. I'm not doing that, okay? Right, I clearly set a boundary here, and Toaster says, we'd both have to deny ourselves something we'd want to explore, but I literally say it's easy to cease because there's no reason to want another person or relationship. I wanted to let Toaster know I really admired his intelligence and kindness. And while he saw this friend crush as something more than it was, I still expressed to him that I did not want him in any way. I just used that term with a lot of friends as a way to express admiration. Later on, I expressed to him how men in the past have left me as a friend because they know they won't get anything more out of me. He says he won't, but then says, look, before we move on, Two things. I want to be really clear. The friend zone is a bullshit myth. Any of these nice guys who are like, she put me in the friend zone. You're lucky that anyone wants to be fucking friends with you at all, okay? Right. I have female friends who actually have got quite upset when they've been friends with a guy, and then they're like, I don't want to date you, and then they just kill the fucking friendship. I think it's really shitty, and this isn't like a feminist position, like, at all. I just think this one particular thing is absolute fucking cope, okay? I just want to be really clear about that. But, at the same time, this whole nice guy thing of, like, the minute you find out that they're not interested in you, you kill the friendship, you're a dick if you do that. Okay, just be upfront. If you're there to fuck, just be like, hey, look, I'm into you. That's why we're having this conversation and relationship. That's it. That's the reason. Just be upfront with your intentions. Avoid all of this fucking shit because it is needless. Now, I want to be clear. About two things. Firstly, I don't know how this person looked at fucking this guy and was like, I was so I just really thought he was very intelligent. He was so intelligent. And I'm gonna fucking take that off screen for a second in case, because I know what will happen. Like, I'll click on home and some insane shit will come up, but I want to show you something because it made me think of this. Recently, you may be familiar with the Destiny leaks, which have happened. And I don't know why, but this just reminded me directly of this. This is a DM between Lauren Southern and Destiny. You've got the most incredible mind I've ever met. I know you're going to be just fine. No matter what happens. Yeah, I will be, but I still want you and need you. It's literally like, Lauren Southern's like, you're so intelligent, Destiny. You're such a genius. I'm so attracted to your brain. And Destiny's like, you have boobs. You're blonde and have boobs. I want to fuck you, right-wing chick. Listen, yes, I have many friends who are women, okay? None of them I want to fuck. I had to think about it for a second, but none of them I want to fuck, okay? Sweet, thank you. Thanks, Mike. How many women am I friends with? Listen, every woman I'm friends with would like be very, very problematic to be in a relationship with. It's all crazy. Right, okay. Diesel, on the other hand, now Diesel is a different story. I am basically grooming Diesel. Want to know my friend zone story? Want to know my friend zone story, chat? It's Diesel. Hey, Skelly. Not the terrible Skelly. Good Skelly. Right, okay. Did I just get raided, by the way? I don't know. Or did Diesel just turn up with, like, half his community? Oh, fucking hell. Lamau are the friends in the room with us. Listen, we're not here to talk about me, okay? Right, okay. And he says, where were we? Right, I expressed to him, how men in the past left me as a friend because they won't get anything more out of me. He says he won't, but then he says, while again, I'm fine with not going past any boundary you decide for how close we should be. I do also hope that you don't end up in a situation where you want to be closer, but either feel like you can't or are forced not to. Interesting choice of wording there. I'm not sure how likely that would be, or how likely we'd ever get to the level in the first place. But I just wouldn't want you to be in a situation where you felt like you had to hold back. Holding back feels hard sometimes, I guess. Even I still feel like I have to, but it's obviously not holding back as much as I have in the past with others, thank God. I just want you to have what you want, whatever that is or will be, and I just fear from you've talked about it, that there's a possible outcome where you'll be told to distance from me, and neither of us may want it. I wouldn't leave you if that happened, of course. But it would be sad. Look, this is no, I don't have a subreddit. I will never have a subreddit. Any subreddit I have, I actively disavow. Okay. Hold on. I wanna have a quick look at this guy now. I'm kind of fascinated. I'm fascinated what his content's like.
Go with our hog. He's on point. He's fragging. You guys dead? Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, bro.
This is the guy? Really? This is the guy. I like how Beckett tries to read this in a romantic voice. Do my best. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I see why he uses a PNG. Okay. Okay, that's mean. Listen, he just wants to look like Keemstar. Can you blame him? Who wouldn't want to look like Keemstar? Listen, Keem should sue this guy for copyright infringement. Keemstar should be like, listen, you've clearly stolen my likeness. Okay, where the fuck was I? Right, no more distractions, we're locked in. Oh. Well, he assures me it's fine. He flips it onto me and again says that it would be sad if I had to further set more boundaries. But of course, this is for my sake, not his. Talking about others, pushing boundaries is typical for Toaster. Further on into our friendship, I brought up how uncomfortable I was with the way he talked about women. Some names are omitted for anonymity. Okay. Beckett, careful, you're stroking Keem's ego, you will summon him. Nah, he'll be doing something else tonight. There's no like big drama. Keemstar only shows up when there's like big drama and he's trying to look into people's streams to see if they're talking about it. Pushing boundaries, blah 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 blah. Okay. CC. I think the way you talk about women bothers me. Evil. What? Why? Where? Cece, I didn't like how you spoke about Milky once she felt emotional / attached towards you. What part of it? Then you talked about Kisa and made a comment about her incapability to say incapability to say no to other people, which came off bitter to me. Why did that come off as bitter? Because you said she was too popular for you to hang out, so it was hard to make time with her. That's pretty weird. That is a little weird. Yeah, those accusations against Keem, from my understanding, are total fucking bullshit. I actually, when I saw them come up, I decided I wouldn't give them the time of day. So if you're wondering why I haven't covered them, I'm not sweeping. It's just, I just thought they were utter bullshit. I just didn't want to cover them. It's just like, what the fuck's the point? I think they were, by the time I saw them, they'd already been debunked. So I was like, fucking retards. Right, okay. Evidence proving he said this about Kisa. I think you're looking for romantic relationships rather than platonic ones, or maybe you're feeling the need for close platonic relationships, like a best friend. Evil Toaster, I hardly even have a baseline level platonic friendships, save a few people, and all those people have massively less time for me than I have for them. This is like incel behavior. This is like deep in the weeds fucking incel behavior. Hey, don't you understand that I have platonic relationships with people, but they don't even have time for me. They're not even there to talk to me. Come on, bro. Like, this is fucking sad. I'm not sure how to help, sad face. I don't even think there is a way to help. I think therapy would be good. Oh god, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you talking to this retard like this? Tell him to fuck off. It's like, what is... Oh god. I think therapy would be good once you move out and you're on your own. I already called my therapist. What did they say? 28th probably, next week. Good. I might be able to hang out with Kisa tomorrow afternoon, assuming no one snatches her up for anything. Are you talking about me specifically, lol? Jesus. See, are you talking about me specifically, lol? It was unfortunate I didn't even get to play Apex with her yesterday. Evil Toaster. Well, funny coincidence, since that's happened like 3 times. No, actually trying to schedule anything with her is hard because she's so popular, and I don't think she's the type to say no, which is concerning in itself. What? I don't think she's the type to say no. That's why she's not hanging out with me. She's fuck, I can't say that. You know when there's a sentence that's forming and you're just like, no, that'll get me in trouble. This guy should watch Queeman live streams. He could fix him. Listen, this is exactly the sort of guy who should watch Queeman, honestly. Holy fuck. This is just sad. As for what Milky experienced, Toaster talked to me about her and him becoming intimate. Although the way he had portrayed their intimacy differed greatly from what was actually occurring, Toaster had mentioned having the possibility of a relationship with Milky and becoming more intimate. However, Milky had only ever expressed friendship and the platonic intimacy that comes from that. Any emotional attachment was strictly platonic, and all mentions of a relationship were simply those of friendship. She had never encouraged or communicated with Toaster that there would be anything more than a friendship. The way he portrayed this dynamic with Milky was grossly misrepresented, and instead was expressed in a very different light than how it actually was. I would have played today, but I was showering with Milky. What? You were... Seriously, that's the same question. You were what? We showered at the same time when on call and talked in the shower. I'm sorry, what? This is so totally online. I'm losing my mind. This is so insane. What the fuck? Yeah, I was showering. We had the Discord call in the shower, watching each other. Bro, come on. I'm praying for you. Jesus Christ. Lol, praying for what? Just in general. I'm more worried for her now than myself, personally. Yeah, she admits she's attached to me, and is kind of upset about that fact because she doesn't like being vulnerable. But I don't mind it right now. Right, okay. Toaster often talked about Milky and how much comfort and intimacy she brought him, but how it made him defensive because he wasn't used to it. Despite this, he was still fine for it to continue, and often expressed how nice it was for him to enjoy what Milky gave him. Jesus Christ. What a fucking sentence. What a fucking sentence. And often expressed how nice it was for him to enjoy what Milky gave him. All without returning her feelings, and knowing it was hurting her to be more attached than he was. I later learned that this was misrepresenting what happened between them. The shower call was just voice, no cam. It's clear that Toaster wanted a more sexual intimacy with Milky, which you can see later in Milky's experience. Between what he said about Milky and Kisa, both people he was romantically interested in, I started to feel weird about it and confronted him. Yeah. Thank you. So, okay. For me, it read as something that didn't really fit my perception of you. I get that. I felt that when you were saying something that you had no intention behind, it came off to me as there was more under those words, because in my past, a lot of people have had those secondary meanings, and I'm not someone who usually judges anyone at all, for more surface level behaviors, because they just didn't even come up on my radar. And I've never understood why people are judgmental over weird, minute things like that. I understand that, and I feel the same really. I never really see people's non-harmful behaviors as a problem or inconvenience. It's just part of who they are. They come up on my radar not as something to judge them for or distance myself from over, but just part of knowing them and adding to the pile of things I notice about them. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? What? Just as part of knowing them and adding to the pile of things I notice about them. What? I just sort of notice and catalog things about people that I know, you know, just normal human behavior. Jesus. As for you, my friend, Toaster, you seemingly suddenly making these comments, it felt very weird. I felt very weird, and I think it was all in the frame of reference to you branching out to Milky in a more intimate way, and that's why I had that relationship lens on it, because I felt like you were searching for partners. It makes sense why you were worried about me at the time in regards to Milky. I was fully aware going into that connection with Milky that that there were circumstances from both our lives that would have some influence over how we approach each other, and I took the initiative to make that very open and clear from both our ends to ensure nothing too silly would happen. Okay. And I think her and I are in a healthy position now because of that. I did go into it thinking there was a possible outcome of her and I progressing into a relationship status, but I didn't consider it a high likelihood or something that I was going to pursue at all costs. It was just that, and I thought it was possible and being aware of it. And being aware of it in combination of knowing how both her and I were approaching each other given our circumstances helped ensuring that our conversations were healthier and helped me know how to help me know what to communicate. Bro, this is fucking unhinged. That's a written red flag. Fucking so bizarre. Hey Jack, we're covering a Twitch ambassador and his weird fucking interactions with women. This is why as a VTuber I have like 4 online friends. So fucking weird, guys. I just think like, I don't know, if you're this down bad, Especially if you're a streamer. If you're a streamer and you've got an audience, it should not be this fucking hard, right? Has this turned into a three-way yet? No, I mean, as far as I can tell. So he basically misrepresented his relationship with this Milky chick. He basically misrepresented his relationship with his Milky chick, got kind of called on it, and then sort of has this long intellectualized diatribe. I mean, none of this surprises me. The dude sounds like this is kind of all he has in his life. The coded writing here is him copying pasting what I said to him and responding to it. Even here, it's clear that Toaster has intentions when getting close to women. He says there was a possible outcome of her and I progressing to a relationship status. A lot of the time, Toaster will go back and forth between never expecting anything from women and a few moments later will admit that he does have expectations. This, coupled with the fact that he openly admits that he didn't mind Milky being attached to him and not reciprocated, was a huge red flag to me. It felt like he was using Milky. This is all from limited knowledge, as I didn't ask Milky about any of that at the time, since it was her business, and I didn't want her to feel like Toaster was talking about her behind her back, or I was judging her for being with Toaster. However, the reality of the situation is vastly different from how Toaster depicts it to me, which you can read in Milky's account. I'm assuming Milky's account is in here. This is very long, guys. This is a very long document. Okay, like this goes on. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Milky's experience. Jesus Christ. Right, okay. One thing I think sparked a reaction in me was you saying trouble saying no to anyone about Kisa, because for me, anyone saying that about a woman is like makes me take a step back, because I feel like that's a very womanly struggle, and for somebody, oh my god, fuck, and for somebody to comment on it, it felt very personal. I know you didn't mean it like that, but it definitely gripped at something in me where I was like, whoa, it just felt charged. But I think that's my own, like, anger towards the socialization that leads women to placidity. And for someone who has the social presence of a man commenting on it in what came off as a frustration to me, I definitely felt my chest puff out and I got defensive. Can we... See here, okay, so I'm coming up against this thing here where I really find this Toaster guy kind of fucking insufferable, okay? Like, I'm gonna be straight up. This guy seems like an insufferable fucking sped. I don't want to defend him because, dear Lord, but at the same time, I am reading this and he seems to be dealing, like, there's this thing. Have you ever met male feminists? Okay, let me put it this way. Women. I'm gonna give you some woman advice from the perspective of a man. If you ever meet a guy who is like, I'm a male feminist, that is a red fucking flag. Honestly, you can say I just don't like feminists, you can say whatever you want, but if you ever meet a guy who's like, and that's why I'm a feminist, that is a red flag. Every fucking time, every male feminist is like a fucking creep, they're a fucking nice guy, they do this whole thing of like, oh my god, I'm just here to support women and use my voice because women need me. It's the same white knighting bullshit, like male chauvinism. It's just wrapped up in this new social dynamic so they can get away with it. And then whenever anybody doesn't like them, they're like, we all know, all the women are being like, oh my god, yeah. Oh, thank God, a man to tell me how it is. Listen, when women stop making mistakes, I'll stop having to explain it to you, okay? Literally mansplaining. Okay. Every woman in the chat is gonna turn on me, and that's fine. That's fine. Do you know why that's fine? I'm gonna tell you. Because I'm not a male feminist, and I will mansplain to you, and I will be happy about doing it, okay? It's always these fucking nice guys. Oh my god, I'm so supportive of women and their struggle. I can't believe how I benefit from the patriarchy. Down with me. Where's Xylee? Xylee's currently live, okay. Xylee's live. I can get away with this shit when she's live. Becca, I'm manlier than you. Like, okay. And this is the thing. This is what catches all of them. They all do this fucking nice guy thing, thinking, oh, I can talk about how I understand my male positioning, and women will like me. They'll want to date me because they feel safe. And then they get all upsetty spaghetti and offended when that doesn't happen. They're like, why don't women want to date me? Why do they always date the bad boys? They always date the men who don't say they're feminists and who are racists and bigots and fascists. Yeah, because I'm more interesting than you. Fuck off. Dying a ditch, I don't know. A real man would let women figure out instead you're literally backseat gaming, buddy. Listen, there is a reason why every country in history banned women from voting. Anyway, where the fuck was I? I can't wait for this to be turned into a Google Doc by somebody. The other week, Becca did a stream where he mansplained to women. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be very based. Girl. Because some of them actually delude themselves into thinking they care about women's issues. Okay, a lot of them delude themselves into thinking they're good people. They like good guys. Yeah, just be secure in yourself. Like that's the trick. If you want people to feel safe around you as a man, be a man and just be secure in yourself and stop making like all your fucking insecurities the problem of whatever fucking girl you're dating. Because that's what every single one of them does. Ban women from existence, men can use stem cells to create babies. True and base, that's future. Right, where were we? I understand well this is a struggle for women, and given Kissy's history, it's likely something she deals with very often. When I commented on it, and even just observed it myself, it was from a point of empathy. I was just being empathetic! Listen, I asked her to send me nudes, but in a very empathetic way. Oh, Jesus Christ. It was from a point of empathy. However, in the context of the conversation with you, I brought it up as a point that makes it difficult to find more time with her, and how that frustrated me. It didn't frustrate me as something personal from her against me, but more so because it was adding into the pile of connections I have with people where their life circumstances that neither of us have control over have kept us apart. You're totally right to feel angry about that, you know. The subjugation of women and all that. God, this guy's such a cuck. Oh my god. This guy is such a fucking cuck, it's incredible. And it's not up to me to decide when the effects of that trigger a response from you. The frustrated tone you heard from me was the same frustration you have about it, because I understand why it happens, and I'm angry about it too. While that specific societal dynamic, societal dynamic doesn't affect me directly, it does affect the people I care about and makes connecting with each other harder for both parties. Beckett, I'm an empath. Can you show me your cow bikini? Jesus fucking Christ. No. 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 Jesus. Fucking loser. I completely understand where you're coming from. You see, I'm highly empathetic to women's issues. That's why when I talk to them, I don't understand why women keep running away from me screaming. Anyways, off to pretend I touch grass. Let me know who wins the gender war. We do, Mally. It's us, okay? I want to feel seen, which is why you should send me lewds. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to institute I'm gonna have to borrow Turkey's Tom's no gooning thing, aren't I? Just gonna be like, Tom, can you come and give a PSA to my chat about goonery? Where's Diesel gone? Is he responsible for this? I blame Diesel. Evil Toaster typically Evil Toaster psychoanalyzes any Jesus fucking Christ, what's wrong with me? Evil Toaster typically psychoanalyzes people without them ever consenting to this or desiring it. I was incredibly upset that he talked about Kissa in this way because, as a woman, the notion that we have a hard time saying no to people is honestly true. No, the fuck? No, it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. It is not that hard. It's really not. Put on your big girl pants and tell people to go fuck off. That's the trick. Jesus Christ. I'm just really unsympathetic. So, like, as a woman, it's really difficult. No, it's not. I don't know if it's just me. I grew up around very, very strong women. They did it. You can do it too. Have I told the fire poker story in a while? I don't think I have. I'm gonna tell you a story about my mum. When my mum was 19, she was dating a coke dealer in Manchester, and she was around his house with his family for Christmas. This is like the 1960s or something, and he hit her. He told her to shut up and he hit her. And my mum was like 4'0", and rather than crying, rather than crouching down, she waited for him to go and get a drink for both of them. And when he had 2 glasses in his hand, she picked up a fire poker, knocked him out with it, and stole his car. Okay? She can do it. You can do it too. Sometimes violence is the answer. She will get you later in bed. Please don't write it like that. That's the most fucked up thing I've ever read in my chat. What is wrong with you? Oh, Christ. Okay. Right. There you go. She used to ask me, is that the story you tell about me to people? I'm like, yeah, every time. She was like, they must think I'm crazy. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty base though. It's like, Beckett, I've got a PhD in everything. Stop telling people that I used to beat up my boyfriends. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, okay. Where were we? There you go. Sentimental, my mum is dead story, okay? There you go. Anyway, where are we? But Toaster should have respected that instead of commenting on it out of frustration when she was saying no to him. Whether okay, no, look, this is so gay. You're either his friend or you're not. Okay, just push back on the author of this fucking Google document. You're either his friend or you're not. Either he can come to you with his frustrations about another relationship that he is having with somebody, like another friendship, or he's not. if he is your friend, he should be able to do that. It may be a petty experience, but if you're now calling him out for it, you also were never friends with him. Because you were always holding him to the... Well, as long as he's, like, adhering to, like, the societal expectations I have with him. Like, nah, fuck off. This dude has fucking problems. He's a fucking loser sped. But you have watched him be a loser sped, apparently for months, I assume. It's been a fucking while. It's been a fucking while. And then he's like coming to you going with his frustrations and you're like, I don't think those are valid feelings. I'm like, no wonder this guy has fucking issues. Jesus. Just a little bit of defense for Toaster, okay? Still a loser, but this chick's kind of a bitch, I'm gonna be honest. My daughter tells her friends stories like that about me, which is why they're all scared of me. Oh, Jesus. Right, okay. Okay. Himpleton energy? There's lots of Himpleton energy. Whether or not this was true of Kisa, I wasn't particularly close to her at the time, but I also knew Toaster wasn't, so it felt disrespectful for him to say that about her, even as an objective observation, as he would like to put it. While Toaster did try to resolve this issue, I originally accepted his stance. Looking back on it, it still doesn't sit right with me. Despite noting that Kisa, according to him, had problems saying no to people, he continued pressuring her to hang out with him. The following is Kisa's experience with Toaster, and how she felt about him and the way he treated her. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. After this entire first section, we're gonna go back. We're gonna talk about Hex quickly and Hex's take on this, because I know some of you watch this chick, and that's fine. But I just want to be clear. This was how this was proposed to me. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go here. I want to show you this because this is the energy that with which this was presented to me.
I think that some of the shit that is said in this document is so harmful that it borders on him needing to be legitimately deplatformed, because some of this shit is legitimately dangerous. Evil Toaster has a long history of diagnosing and encouraging his friends to take autism tests, going as far as referring to some as his own personal case study, even though they've never shown any history or medical background.
I mean, this is getting framed in a very, very, very serious way. I haven't seen this fucking... Where's this pushing boundaries thing? Is this yeah, there's like a couple of mentions of this. But this is getting phrased as like this person needs to be fucking deplatformed. And I'm just not seeing that. Right? That's a very extreme position to take. I just like this dude just seems like a fucking loser. And it's very sad, that's very depressing, but I don't think it's like he needs to be fucking taken out behind the chemical sheds, okay? Beckett really bawling for both sides. Listen, we are equal opportunities here. Everyone sucks in every drama. If you are watching me, the one thing I want you to remember in everything we do here, everyone sucks in every drama, including the people commenting on it. Me, okay? We're all terrible. We're all terrible. We all suck. Okay. Toaster started talking to me. This is Kisa's experience. Toaster started talking to me more often after finding out about the relationship. I left and I thought that was a little weird. But I just gave him the benefit of the doubt that he's trying to be nice since I was going through a hard time. After talking for a bit about what I had gone through, he also shared his experiences with similar past relationship issues. So I just thought he would understand how I was feeling because of the issues he went through too. I trusted he was just being a good friend because he would listen to my venting and offer reassurance about things I was worried about, what I was used to with my ex. I have never really had many friends. Shocker for a VTuber. Don't know how you've ended up in that position. Bro, Spicy Chat had a whole show rads thing. Do we have to be deplatformed too? I don't know what the fuck rods are, and no. What, you think I'm randomly going to take shots at Spicy Chat? I think I glaze Spicy Chat more than fucking Chud does, frankly. I've been fucking great over the years for Spicy Chat's reputation. Fuck, if you guys go down, I think I'm going down with you. Right, okay. Anyway. Oh, the autism test. Oh. No, I think if you join Spicy Chat, I just automatically assume you're autistic. I think that's the listen, you want an autism test? Have you joined Spicy Chat? There you go, there's your autism test. Oh, fuck, they're gonna come for me now. No, I kid. I joke. Actually, I think somebody got me to do an autism test on stream, actually. In fact, they did. I did do an autism test on stream, and I am not autistic. Test might not be accurate. Anyway. Fuck. I have never really had many friends because my ex would get upset with me if I did, so my social anxiety only got worse from those 8 years. Because of my social anxiety, I tend to worry that everyone hates me or finds me boring, or like they feel pity for me, and I feel obligated to chat with me. Thus, I would not hang out with people much, and when people would want to hang out or plan collabs, I would get really shy / nervous and typically find an excuse not to do it. As I've told you before, everyone who streams is particularly damaged. However, I have yet to meet a sane VTuber. Every VTuber I've met is like fucking actually insane. I think this is just I think it just attracts crazy people. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it just attracts crazy people. I've never really, there we go. Toaster had quickly started to want to hang out by planning a game together or just voice chat. Oh god, it's like Jar. And that made me uncomfortable given that I wasn't used to. This chick's writing's gonna break my brain. And that he started only chatting with me more after I got out of my past relationship. I felt like it would be mean to just say I'm not comfortable with it, so I'd just make up an excuse whenever he would ask until I felt overwhelmed by how often he would keep asking, that I just played with him once to not feel so guilty anymore. I would tell him that I was busy a lot, but that never stopped him from asking. Then one day, I guess he just got fed up with me not playing with him. Jesus. And he sent me that long message about how he's trusting me to reach out to him, and that he's using the little amount of energy he has left to keep up with me and chat planning things to do. And that long message just really didn't sit right with me because my narcissistic ex would say similar things that would make me feel guilty if I didn't do something he's asking me. Okay. I then explained to him how what he said was not okay and how it made me feel, which he apologized. But it didn't feel genuine and like he's only saying it because he didn't want me to stop talking to him. From then on, I didn't enjoy conversing with him, and we didn't talk much after that happened. Throughout the whole time of him talking with me, I'd always felt like he wanted more than just a friendship out of it. The regular comments he left on Twitter on my selfies and comments he made about my voice made me uncomfortable. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, we'll read the messages, but I don't know. Is this one of these cases where he's going to be like really openly flirtatious and like either he's not getting it or she's not getting it or she's reading it more now? This is a fucking call out document. What caused this call out document? What caused this? No, not gonna lie, I think holding new relationships to the same standard of a toxic ex isn't necessarily fair to a new partner. Yes, be more alert, but don't assume the same intent. Yeah, it's one of these things where like Toaster is talking to... Okay. I'm gonna be sensitive. Toaster is talking to what seems to be kind of damaged people. And he's getting the reaction that you'd expect of somebody kind of flirting with damaged people. I don't know what else. Like, yeah, this is what fucking happens. This is why you should be careful what you say in fucking DMs to people. Holy shit. But again, I'm not seeing anything currently where I'm like, this is funny, but it's not like this dude needs to be like looked into, right? That's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of where I'm at. I'm just trying to be fair. Let's keep it balanced to what's in front of us. We'll see what DMs are like. Hi. I'll let you know ASAP if there's anything to worry about. Kisa is very nice though. I'm going to try to hang out with her more and help her get acquainted. She's in a similar situation I was with my ex, where she never had a lot of room to make friends, but now she could really use some, but has no frame of reference for what good friends and relationships are, you know? Cece, yeah, she's super sweet. I'm excited to see her around more. Did you see the selfie she just posted? Oh yeah, I saw it. Evil Toaster cried, screamed. Jesus Christ. E-pussy is never worth it. True and based as a take. Kisa, tell me more fun facts about you. The dress is so pretty. Though depending on if that's the only window of time you think you'll have, I can cut it shorter. Assuming you don't have any time now. Fucking peppy frog face. Kisa, no, I don't want you to cut your stream shorter for me. I just finished exercising and taking photos, I'm sorry. Evil Toaster, what if I want to? Jesus. Kisa, I would feel bad that I couldn't make time somehow if you cancelled for me. Evil Toaster, I'm catching up listening to your ASMR stream and you did very good. Your voice is perfect. Evil Toaster, sounds good to me. We'll find some time. I also see you're singing. You sing very well. Okay, this guy is down bad. This is down bad. But, okay, I don't like this. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't like shit like this because it's missing context. Why are you only showing me this DM? I'm a little fucking confused. These seem like quite long ongoing conversations. Where's the fucking rest of them? He does come on a bit strong. It's desperate, but not degenerate. Yeah, this is pathetic, but it's pathetic. It's not... Look, I think this dude is just bad with women. That's my current take. He's bad with women. He doesn't really fucking understand how women are people. And he's kind of creepy in DMs. He's a little bit sex pesty, but fuck, it's you know... It's not worse. Sorry, I didn't change this back over. I'm retarded. I apologize. It's like sex pesty, right? But that's like it at the moment. Does anyone else have any fucking takes? Does anyone think I'm being like too fucking merciful? What was that about no friend zone? Okay, yeah, sure. There's no friend zone, okay, but there's also, I don't know. Oh, come on. Right, okay. So, turns out I ended early anyway, just because I could use the extra time off. This is under the pushing boundaries section, by the way. Lisa, oh nice, did you want to play Valorant with me? If not, that's okay, you can relax too. Evil Toaster, yeah, let me hear back from Zen. She wants to Apex, but I don't think I'm ranking today, but maybe she's up for pub trios, and you could come join. If not, I'll play Valo. If you're feeling like playing with Zen, that is. Otherwise, yeah, I'll log into Valo. Kisa, I unfortunately don't have Apex on my little bro's PC, and the internet is a bit slow here, so the download would take a bit, but you and Zen can play Apex. Logging into Valorant then. Okay. Why is this getting shown as pushing boundaries? I I don't know. I feel like I've been sold a bill of goods from a shady dealer because look, turns out look, listen, he's like, I want to end, that's fine. And she's like, cool, do you want to play Valorant with me? And he's like, oh, I just need to check with somebody. We can play Apex. Maybe you can come. It's not even him going, I want to have private time with you. It's like, hey, would you like to hang out with this other friend with us? Or do you want to do something with just the two of us? We can hang out. She's like, oh, go play Apex. It's fine. Which women do all the time, by the way. Like, again, I'm not trying to throw shade, women. Please don't leave me and unsubscribe. But women do this all the time, where they'll be like, oh, go do this thing, have fun. And guys are like, okay, cool, I'll go do it. And then they're like, oh, why'd you go? And he's like, no, I'll come play Valorant. The next one's a little more weird. Okay. I checked your mutual friends to see who I could invite for collabs later, and it's just Cece. I guess I'll plan for that sometime in the future. Oh yeah, I don't have too many Twitter peeps on Discord. Okay, no. I'm gonna push back on you, chat. I'm gonna push back on you. I can see how that would make her feel weird, but I don't actually think... Both of these are Toaster basically doing VTuber setup shit. I'm sorry, that's just what they are. He checked that he's like trying to get her like connected and networked in. Like I can see how it made her uncomfortable, but I'm purely going by his intentions here. Again, I need to see like this guy is a Twitch ambassador who does a load of networking work with people. Like that's how this is being framed as like a power imbalance thing. Well, these DMs are him networking this person to other creators. That's content shit. Yeah, like I can see how it might make her uncomfortable. I can see like that she can see that as crossing a boundary, but I don't see that as his intention. Like, she was probably felt he was looking into even more ways to get her into games with him and to socialize by roping in her friends. Like, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. I can see how she'd see it. I'm not saying she's, like, crazy. I'm just saying I don't think that's his intention, and what I care about here is the intention. When I read these messages, I just don't... What, power imbalance? He has 700 views? Yeah, but, like, the way these people are looking at it is like, well, he's got 70k followers. It's like, well, who fucking cares? Like, you and I are going to look at that and be like, well, it doesn't matter what your follower or sub count is. What matters are your current views. Like, how much current internet credit and points do you have? But Twitch streamers don't look at it like that. That's why when Tipster went over to the leftist sphere, they were like, oh, it's Tipster. He's got 100,000 subscribers. Off topic, but bro, Himpleton randomly banned me from his server. I literally said nothing in that server for over a month. Have I been kicked, chat? He added me to it. I can't see it on my list. I think he might have kicked me. Kick me? Based. Based! Sorry, give me a second. I'm just looking for something. Someone atted me. I hate when people at me in like fucking random chats. Okay. Yeah, sure. Give me a sec. What's up, Max?
Yeah, can I get a TLDR on the Himpleton thing? Because, like, I kind of tweets from yesterday. That might be stream content, by the way. I don't know, but I just kind of want to know.
What part of it? Like, what started it, or like what happened in the Aiden stream?
I have like literally no idea what's going on because I saw this morning like Mrau and Himpleton are like no longer mutuals and they're fighting and they're calling each other names and I'm like, whoa, what is going on? Can someone stop the presses and tell me what's going on?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so TLDR. Morale and Himpleton have fallen out over some personal drama. No idea what the fuck it is. I didn't really probe too hard. Morale didn't really seem to want to tell me. They've like kept their mutual friends. God, it sounds like a weird fucking like Spurg divorce. They've kept their mutual friends. Yesterday, Aiden was streaming and we were fucking around in the now recording server, like a load of us, and we were like clipping Aiden. Aiden was going to end stream and I wanted to like clip him again. So I basically just called him and jumped on his stream. And when I did, he took the opportunity to declare that he was going to have a fireside chat with Himpleton and basically dragged me into a group call with Himpleton where I basically started tearing chunks off of him. And then Zylie came in and was even more vicious than I was, and basically
Was
called
this
him a
over the
snake.
jar thing or is this something new?
So, okay, do you remember you mentioned to me that there was a rumor that I was like blackballing people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes from Himpleton. Himpleton basically said to Goblin that he had to remove Goblin from the server.
Yeah. And then he was like, "Oh, I'll still be friends with you." Blah blah. Blah.
Yeah. So he basically framed it as, well, bigger creators, i.e., me and Zylie, which once again, we're D tier on a good day. We're getting him fucking blackballed, and that's why Goblin had to go, because we were pressuring him. We weren't pressuring him. We just fucking gave him some advice. So yeah, that was pretty snaky. He's had multiple fireside chats. I know other people who have come to me and said, "Hey, what do you think of Himpleton?" Because I'm cutting ties with him. I don't want to deal with this shit. And yeah, I don't know. I was prepared to give him sort of a second chance, mostly because of Toastify, if I'm completely honest. But Toastify, to my understanding, doesn't really give a fuck anymore. So I didn't really feel the need to maintain that relationship much, and that's why I called him out in the video. And also,
Yeah,
I couldn't go and talk to him. I was just gonna be behind the scenes shit again.
Yeah, he needs to go on stream. And one, I think if he goes on stream and he just kind of repents, it'll do a lot better for him than anything else. But it seems like in the background, he just keeps talking to a lot of these people that just no one likes. And, you know, he wants to keep a good relationship with them. And then he wants to keep a good relationship with people who are not in a good relationship with those people.
So I spoke to a couple of people. To be clear, I did not seek out these conversations. They jumped in VCs when I was like chilling this morning.
Oh no, I'm aware. I never
like-
hop in those VCs because I'm like, I don't want to get involved in any of this.
Yeah, no, I rarely kick around in like public VCs, like hang out. And I only jumped in the now recording VC this morning because Diorio and Zylie and Core were there, and I couldn't be bothered to drag them to like another channel. But a couple of people jumped in, and they're like part of the like Himpleton, like they know that server. But from what I can tell, Himpleton apparently lied to me a lot in that Aiden conversation, and he does a lot of shit behind the scenes. That's just what I'm being told. I've only got testimony to go on that, but from everything I've seen out of the guy, it doesn't surprise me. And like the advice I gave to Himpleton was, if you keep someone like Goblin around or some of these other fucking Spurgs and Spads, they're going to be a liability to you. They're going to affect you. Well, Himpleton, at least in my opinion, has hit the point where he's a fucking liability to associate with. That's how like people like Chud frame it as well, for them, you know. I mean, Diorio's one strike with this shit because he just doesn't want to deal with it. I don't fucking blame him. And neither do I. Not after this shit. It's like,
Yeah, I think
it's like 4 people I've had to fucking burn.
with Himpleton,
You know.
I think he either needs to pull in like amazing content and then just learn from all of this, which I don't think he's gonna do that. I'm gonna be honest. And then the second route he can go is he can join the amazing anti-commentary community that's forming with like what's his name? With like Mr. Sen, Prism. You know, maybe he could like create like the Triforce, like they're the anti-commentary guys.
God, that would be fucking banger content. I hope he does that. That'd be fucking incredible.
You saw the comment I sent you, right? It was like, what was it? Prism, like adding Mr. Sen on the lyrics. Yeah.
I still want to talk about Prism. I just need him. I just need him to finish his little Kiwi Farms investigation, then we'll do something on him. But no, it's really difficult. Like, he's talking to Jar and doing ACC stuff, but it's like in the conversation, like, with me, he was like, well, you know, Goblin was really depressed. She was depressed posting. I was worried about her. I didn't want anything to happen. Listen, the ACC, every time anyone gets in drama, they're just immediately like, suicide. Suicide is the only option. That's what the ACC is like. And Himpleton doesn't understand that. And that's the reason he probably shouldn't be making this content. This isn't me being precious about ACC content, because there's other people who are doing like fucking really interesting stuff with this, like Chud or Chris the Narc, you know, have all covered this. But people are coming in now and they're kind of looking at the ACC, and there's kind of two ways to approach it. You either do what Chud does and cover it from like a vast distance and laugh at bits of it, or you do what I do, which is, you know, a lot of the people involved, and you can actually kind of, you know, who is reliable and viable as a source versus people who are incredibly fucking biased and are going to lie their fucking asses off to you and manipulate you. And Himpleton doesn't, and that's why whatever he produces out of this is going to be shit, because he'll just be lied to, and he's got no idea of the lore behind any of it. To actually, and that annoys me. Just on a professional pride thing, it's annoying to watch people like walk into a space you've worked in and fuck it up. And that's how I kind of see Himpleton. It makes me less sympathetic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you would help Jar in a response video. It looks like he's pretty much done for.
He's fucked.
Like, even if that was the case, like, okay, like I might help someone out if independently I just looked at it and I'm like, wait, everyone has this wrong. Like, yeah, sure, I could do that. But it seems like he's just kind of like, what is it? Like, he's like cloud sharking. It doesn't seem like organic, you know, or whatever. Look, it doesn't seem like he's come to his conclusions.
Everyone wants a little bit of clout. Everyone wants to network. Everyone wants a video that's going to be good and get people. Like, not even just talking about the Jar video, but like the Twitter versus Bo Blacks video is something that I instantly knew, oh, that'll get views. It's fucking. I'm not gonna lie. It's funny. I like doing shit posts. I like doing mimicry, and I fucking love mimicking things, as you know. But I was like, that's something that people will view, and that's something people will react to. But there's a difference.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different, right?
Yeah, it's massively different than going, oh, I'm going to get the
this
inside
just seems
scoop
like...
because then I can make myself a key part of this story, so people will notice me. That's massively
this is
fucking
like
different.
the Kumo, like Cine Bear, like levels of like, what are you doing, you know? Yeah,
it's because again, you can see this in the Mama Max stuff. Have you ever seen Himpleton's I don't know how to phrase it, like his rape story video? I never actually watched it.
Queeman was covering it, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to watch this. Why are we watching this?
So I don't want to talk about like the assaults themselves. I've never actually watched that far into it, but there's one really interesting part of it, and he made this in connection with his Mama Max video. And if you watch just the beginning of it, he says, the reason I feel I can talk about the Mama Max situation is because of the experiences I have. And when you find people who do that, who are going, well, I should be an authority on this story because I actually have this lived experience, that is a massive fucking red flag. Because that is like it's this deep sympathy betting of you should be sympathetic to me and listen to my take because I'm a victim. And that's directly playing to the Mama Max audience, and that's very tactical, that's very slimy. And I haven't said this publicly before, but when I saw that, it's one of the things that majorly, and the Queeman shit, we're trying to set him up with flamenco, shit like that. I think Himpleton is very, very tactical. I don't buy this whole I'm a retard thing. I don't think he's that dumb. I think this is very tactical. I think it's intentional, and I'm just fucking sick of it. That's how I feel. So, yeah.
I mean,
and everyone's been way too fucking kind to the guy. I hope he keeps making content because he'll keep fucking up. But everyone's been way too kind to this motherfucker.
I still think he could pull something off, maybe, but it's becoming less and less likely the more I just hear about this guy. Just because, I'm like, oh, he seems like he's got his fingers on the pulse. He seems like kind of likable, I guess. Sort of watching him as a person, but yeah, just every time it's like crash out, and I'm like, bro, we can't.
Every single fucking time.
Yeah, we can't go for that.
Because eventually the problem is it's the Kumo problem. Eventually it will catch the people around him, and I've been quite good at not getting caught in the shit. And I've been quite careful about that. But especially after what happened with Kumo this year, I'm just so fucking aware of it at the moment. I don't want to take the risk. I don't want to take the fucking risk. I can kind of take the L for that once, but getting it again, Himpleton's just a fucking liability. And he won't talk to Chud, which is fucking bitch made.
Did he ever respond after that DM exchange that kind of went that Chud shared between those two?
Not seemingly not. Apparently he was in Chud's chat today. I don't know if that's his actual account, and I wasn't really watching Chud's chat for my own mental health. It's mostly to shit about the hell they hate me, which is based, but I don't pay that much attention to it.
I'll say this: I think Chud's chat likes you better than Queeman's chat. That's for sure.
It's a low bar.
Yeah, those people hate you. I mean, even I kind of hate you in Queeman's chat. I'll be honest.
Based.
Is it okay if we can pivot to one thing? Because I really want to talk about this. Did you see the tweet I sent you? Have you been following this Destiny stuff?
Yes, I have, sort of. So I mentioned the Lauren Southern tweets earlier. I've got the Rose tweets as well. I'll probably go over them next week.
Okay.
But I actually need someone to compile the Lauren Southern tweets for me. If you do that, that would actually be really helpful.
I don't think we need to talk too much about the Lauren Southern tweet. I want to talk about this clip I sent you. If you can pull that one up.
Sure, give me a second.
It's the acid communist one, yeah.
Let's have a look. Give me a sec. I'll show this to the stream.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream, by the way, so I can tell when it ends.
You'll be a little bit behind, but that's fine. Okay. Good.
I shouldn't tell this because I'm gonna get fucking arrested. Or Child Protective Services. I used to be part of this horrible thing called the Bro Squad, okay? Fucking me, if you remember that fucking Cheeks bitch, and fucking a couple other people that have never been on my stream before, we're part of the Bro Squad, and what we would do is we would go around Justin TV streams, trolling the shit out of these people. And we went around from fucking channel to channel, fucking around. It was just horrible shit. We went to this channel with this fucking, this kid was 8 years old. And he was fucking broing out with everybody in this chat. For whatever fucking reason, this kid decides to fucking take his pants off and fucking wiggle his 8-year-old dick on stream. I can't even believe it. Oh my fucking god. It was I didn't even know, we were on Skype, we were like, holy shit. Like, we had to do, like, a double take because we didn't even fucking know, like, what the fuck was on. Like, we were looking at, like, an 8-year-old dick, like, on the fucking screen. And his fucking brother. And his brother.
Has anyone sent this to Cam Nuggets yet?
Oh, he would love this. He would love this. Here's the thing, right?
What
this is
the
way worse than
fuck?
Cam.
Yeah,
Because
this is-
he
what is
coerced the
this?
8-year-old to do this. Okay, now look at the tweet I just, like, the tweet above that, right? This, what is it? Thinking Monk. This is a very prominent DGGer in the community.
Destiny has done a lot of freaky sex stuff. So our next canvassing event is in Virginia.
Who's gonna
Jesus.
canvass with Destiny? Who's gonna debate Destiny? Okay, is Destiny ever gonna go on a debate from this point on? People are just gonna bring this up in every debate. They're gonna say, "Dude, you coerced an 8-year-old to like show their privates on a stream. You effectively like created CSAM. Like, it's over for you. This is Vosh levels of bad. Like, this is all over the internet. People know. They all know about this now. I don't think this guy can like actually get into conversations with like interlocutors from the other side. They're just gonna bring this up every time. And the DGGers think this is epic. Like, he got Destiny got kicked off of the Mark Gudgel campaign for way less than this.
Yeah.
There's no way any of these can't, like, no campaign is ever gonna allow him to, at least in an official capacity, help them like canvass for, you know, their you know, vote for XYZ or whatever. It's not happening. And these DGGers, you know, it's like kind of over. No, Gilded Poo is right. This is not Vosh levels. This is way worse. He's right.
This is... Okay. So the reason I'm pausing is I'm trying to think through your actual point with this, because if it was anyone other than Destiny,
Imagine opposition ads.
Yeah, no.
Right? The opposition ads. They're just gonna, yeah.
I completely agree with you, but at the same, okay, I got two responses to this. Firstly, Vosh still canvassed after the lolly stuff, and we're still on the campaign route. PV is, or like some of these political orgs are actually not very plugged in. It depends how far this spreads. I think Destiny will still debate because it's Destiny, and because he is the sort, like, personality type wise, he will just ride the wave and go, yeah, I did it, so fucking what, who cares? Because he knows his audience will support him, and he's actually not worried about the major public hit. And you can kind of see that after the shit that came out with Trump's assassination stuff. I do actually agree with you that this is like worse. The actual leaks, from what I've seen, are quite bad. The leaks are not good. They're
not good, but like some people will just say like there's some like deniability to that, just because some people just may not care. Especially like other liberals, I don't think they're gonna care too much about this. But this is really bad. I just don't know how like you can get past this. Well, it is Destiny, you know, he's gotten past way worse.
Yeah.
But he's never been this big. He's never been on like, if I'm on Piers Morgan and Destiny's on the panel and I need to argue against him, I'm just gonna bring this up. I'm gonna be like, hey, aren't you the guy that like produced like CP? Like, I have this clip of you doing that. It's technically not producing CP. I don't think you recorded it, but it's still like, it's effectively the same.
Okay, I mean, like, without getting into a huge legal debate around CSAM, the stuff around like DGG and like how people use opposition stuff to Destiny, I don't know how much that matters, if I'm honest. The question is, like, I don't know how an audience reacts. Like, Vosh hasn't lost viewership, he's grown it since the Lolicon folder stuff. And you gotta remember...
Oh yeah, that's because he's like grown it from the same people who watch like Majority Report, etc. He's pivoted to that.
Yeah,
a bunch of
but at the same time, it doesn't matter because he's still growing it. And like, yeah, he may not have to debate, but you only have to look at what's happening with the sand to see that, like, fuck it. When you're talking about like political groups, this like, I don't know, ingrained, it probably doesn't fucking matter that much. Like, it's why you've got like a million fucking conversations like all through the election season of people like just stating facts about Trump to the MAGA supporters, and they don't care. Because most people don't care about the political principles, they care about the fucking, like, grouping. But, I mean, from an online drama perspective, like, that clip's bad, but so's the one where he's saying that he tried to find the address of a teenager and was planning their murder, right? Like, there's so much stuff going on around Destiny. He's kind of got the Trump effect of there is so much to throw at him, it actually kind of doesn't matter. And
I mean, I would agree, but Trump's like, he's not really substitutable. With Destiny, he is. I mean,
Destiny's, I disagree with you.
Yeah,
I don't
like-
think
I
nobody
mean,
else.
look, 3 years from now, I think like Dean Withers might be the next Destiny. It just,
Nah, no one will occupy that space because Destiny exists across like multiple timelines of content creation. Like he exists.
Plenty of people exist across multiple timelines of creation. They're not relevant anymore. I mean, I actually do think like this is the start of the end.
I don't know. I think he's survived weirder stuff. And the other thing is, you know, you look at the people who in the political campaign he was attached to, where he was sort of like run out of it. The person who ran him out also got run off. Because nobody comes after Destiny with clean hands, and DGG will also go after them.
I mean, that's fine, but this attack is coming from like 17 different places, you know. I don't know, like this clip has circulated a lot among different people. It's circulated among the Hassan group, it's circulated among the Groypers. First time I saw this clip, it was by Chief Trumpster, if you know him. You know, watch him on Rumble or whatever. He's one of Nick Fuentes' Groyper generals. And then now you have this acid communist guy who's a Hassan fan. So I don't really personally see. Like,
sure, but it's circulating amongst people. It's circulating amongst people who, I don't know, have a like are part of a political subsection. Like, and
yeah,
again,
but it's circulating among people who have like broad appeal. Like Andrew Tate retweeted this too. So
sure, but then how seriously are the mainstream media going to take it? It depends on the pickup. You know, sure. If this, like, actually, like, I've had a couple.
I mean,
of people
Andrew
who...
Wilson did the LS thing. I can imagine someone on Piers Morgan just bringing this up, just say like, Piers, play the clip. You know,
I would be more concerned as a Destiny, like, if I was a Destiny fan, with the fact that I know Destiny fans who've come to me about the DM leaks and being like, these are really bad. And I would say that the DM leaks would probably do far more damage to Destiny than this would, if I'm honest. Like, again, this is bad, but like, this is a story from a long time ago, and it dragging stuff up like this. Destiny has all the space in the world to contextualize. The DMs, not so much. And the DM stuff, like, everyone knows he's a gooner, but I've got people who've come to me and gone, well, Destiny's a gooner, but I didn't realize he was this much of a gooner. That's far more of a threat to him, because most DGGers are not going to look at this with any concern. The other question is what happens...
no idea what you're talking about right now. I can literally just see, and I've seen it already, like, Destiny, like, people are like, oh, that's based. Like, him wearing a butt plug, that's actually based. Like, I've seen those tweets multiple times on my timeline. No one in the Destiny sphere is talking about that clip I just sent you.
I'm not talking about the DGG sphere. I'm talking about, like, the actual, like, external fan base. Because DGG is one thing, it's a core viewership, but the question with Destiny is not just core viewership. It's like the people who watch him more casually. That's what has the effect. Because he's actually not a siloed streamer. I don't know. It's an interesting position to put himself in, especially after Dan has been going so hard at the CEO of Twitch over his Pornhub accounts. Because you've got your best friend going at the CEO of Twitch about watching teen porn, while you've got a load of leaks coming out being completely degenerate. And
Yeah.
to like groups like this, hypocrisy is going to hit a lot harder. I know that sounds crazy, but that's, I mean, you're asking like what like I've seen and like talking to like libs. That's what I've seen.
Okay, I'll say this, right? You know, I think Destiny against someone like Vosh, and you said Vosh is growing, whatever. He's growing among like boomers, people that probably don't know anything about his past. But with Destiny, I think the number one thing that he can hope for is that someone bigger doesn't pick the story up, right? That's what really screwed up Vosh was the H3 investigation, like the week-long investigation or whatever. So
Sure, but realistically, is anyone like middle ground going to pick this up? Most people aren't touching half this shit. Most people just aren't touching it. There's too much come out too. There's too much that has come out too quickly. Most people are still forming opinions on it, and it's got a weird time placement in the content timeline because it's coming after election season.
okay.
And
Well-
it's it's not the first time. You gotta remember, it wasn't that fucking long ago that all the shit resurfaced after Max's manifesto, and literally none of it caught on with anything. Like none of it had any impact.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I do think this shows a little bit of hypocrisy in some sense, just because, Destiny, he may not have a lot of morals. And it is true, he's always had the take where, if someone messes with your income, you should be able to kill him. So no hypocrisy there with the DDoS kid. But, CP, I mean, even for Destiny, that's a bit too far.
I mean, what's a good way to put this? I mean, fuck, I got DM during this conversation. He says he left the group at I believe at the end of this clip, he says he left the group anyway. He's got enough plausibility that he didn't push this, and it's a long time ago. You'd have to find the people involved. And also, here's the other thing. That you're talking about mainstream coverage. There's a reason with the Mr. Beast drama, no one ran the Chris Tyson stuff from the mainstream media. They ran the Beast games. Because this is so fucking, dangerous if it's out of context. That, this is so dangerous that it's out of context. Most mainstream media outlets don't run shit like this. Most people on platforms would be careful about, bigger platforms would be careful about running something like this. Because it's too potentially incendiary. And most people, know. You tend not to throw stones about the older stuff. This does explain why Destiny never gave a public take on the Lolicon Vosh shit. The reason Destiny never gave a massive public take is the same reason a lot of people didn't. It's because they were working with Vosh with PV, and PV was a group that began out of Vosh's community. Connor literally talks about this in his Counterfire stuff. But we're getting very political. We're getting into fucking political dramas.
Also, Destiny did give a take. He said that he doesn't care if you jack off to drongs. He's just happy that Vosh is getting,
Well, he's
penalized.
always had that position with Lolicon.
Yeah. I mean, that was his take when it broke, and there's a clip of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty fucking common take for Destiny. But anyway, yeah, that's this is fucking long enough in the weeds for I don't know. Listen, if you compile the leaks with Lauren for me, I'll go over them next week. I'll have a look because I am interested, and the Rose stuff looks pretty interesting.
I'll be honest. I think the Lauren stuff, it's kind of over. I don't feel like doing that. I think we should. It could be fun. We should do some Roblox stuff next time we talk. That might be fun.
Yeah, we've got some stuff to go over there. But
did you see Harmful Opinions video? He's been covering the Roblox predator hunters. Maybe we could do something like that. We can hunt some predators on Roblox. That
We're
would be
not
epic.
predator hunting.
No,
But,
we are
like-
gonna predator hunt. We're gonna go into the hood, the Roblox game, the hood, and then find people who DM 14-year-olds on Discord, and we're gonna confront them in the hood, and then we're going to flash gang signs and be like, "You've broken the gang like honor sign. You must pay your price," and we can kill them. I think that'd be fun.
You're not dragging me
In
into
the
predator
Roblox
hunting after
game.
I've managed to fucking avoid it in the OCC drama. But yeah, well, like, I've still got the Roblox stuff coming out. Fucking hell, I just hate trying to get interviews with people, with anyone in that fucking community.
Yeah.
And they all keep
I get it.
DFEing. But yeah. Okay, cool. Right, I'm gonna go back to this fucking Google document.
Okay,
I will
see
catch
you
you in a
later.
bit, bro. Let us. Okay. Right. Jesus. I do want to look through these, like, fucking leaks. Co-Rise 2. Becca going down the Liar Convoy route. No, never. I think my favorite thing about this fucking document is there's no fucking minors involved in it. Christ. Beckett avoiding the Himpleton blackball interesting. I mean, the interesting thing about that is I didn't care before. If I hadn't heard Beckett's trying to fucking blackball people, Himpleton wouldn't have been in the fucking video. Himpleton wouldn't have been in the fucking video. The DBD community? DBD? Is that Dragon Ball? Just catching up with chat. I understand what Beckett means. The left being upset that he fucked a white nationalist is way more damaging than that old clip. There's an interesting point there, actually. Like, I heard somebody else mention this. Like, Destiny will go on a tirade about the MAGA shit, but when it comes to, like, Lauren Southern or Nick Fuentes, gave them far more space. Oh, Dead by Daylight. Okay, cool. Which, I mean, again, you've got, like, criticisms tied up there. I don't know. The Destiny stuff, like, the leaks interest me, but fuck. Anything involving that community. It's the same with the Voss shit. Talking about leftists just fucking annoys the fuck out of me. Talking about the politics community is just cancerous. And you're gonna hear this for the next 4 years. That's why I haven't covered most of the, like, fucking Hassan Twitch drama. A lot of people groomed on Dead by Daylight. Fucking how do you get groomed on Dead by Daylight? What? Okay, I'm kind of... Jesus Christ. Pretty lame in game. Jesus. Okay, where were we? Oh, okay. Checking mutual friends. Sorry, I'm just reading a chat. President Sunday went as far as to say we shouldn't care about Lauren Sun's essay claim because she's a right-winger. When the fuck did Sunday say that? I hate Twitch Poll so much. Dioria's Twitch Poll phase was such a dark time to be a viewer. Yeah, that was, Listen, he had fun. He found Chud. And some of us got pulled out the fucking dirt and dragged over here. Okay. Right, where were we? Back to reading. Would you like to game in a bit before you have to go set up for a show? I'm sorry, I'm probably going to go relax before stream since I get super nervous about the timing of things, lol. I'm going to sleep. We hang out in the afternoon, yes? I'm sorry, I think I'll probably be streaming this afternoon. Smiling face. When you say afternoon, what time do you mean? At 7 PM EST, and before then I'll be exercising and getting some work done. Smiling face. Again, this seems like exactly what I'd expect it to be. This is, I don't know. This guy's just sad and lonely. It's just sad and lonely. Fuck. Are you gaming capable tonight? I'm glad you have a good turnout. I'm currently playing with a friend who is in need of someone to vent to at the moment. I'm sorry. That is okay. I hope it went well. Are you doing anything tomorrow afternoon? And when I say afternoon, I mean from like 12 p.m., 6 p.m. range. I'll mostly be working on stuff and hanging out with some friends, and later in the day I have a collab. Okay, when is your next availability? I'm not sure because I want to stream again this week, but I haven't planned it out yet. Eventually, Kisa stopped him from initiating hangouts and told him she'd be the one to approach him. He immediately doubts this will happen, but goes beyond. I mean, it doesn't got to be this week. Ah, but I get super nervous planning things. I understand. Is there something you could do or some other way to go about it that you'd prefer? I know you said you keep checking up, but it seems you aren't left with a lot of free time right now. I don't want to stress you out. What if I'm the one who plans it? Does that make it easier instead of asking when the best time is? I feel it would just be the least stressful if I just approach you whenever I'm able to play. Will you do that? Okay, that's a little bit fucking desperate, Toaster. I'm trying to be nice to you here, motherfucker. Jesus. Will you do that? Will you approach me? Will you come and talk to me? Jesus fucking Christ. Rosanna blocked Diorio? Wait, what? Jesus. Okay, letting you know I'm putting a lot of trust in you for that. Not to make it more stressful, but as I wrote about on Twitter yesterday, I'm dealing with increasingly similar ratio of people I know to people who actually reach out to me and ask me to do things and connect. Which means I just have very limited energy remaining to do all the work of scheduling and organizing and just keeping up with everyone because frankly, not many people message me on a given day. Which also is big because you're one of the people I'm spending that energy for right now to keep up with you and chat to find things to do. So frankly, if you just want to come to me to moment you have time, then that should be better for both of us. It's just surprising to me because no one really does that for me, so I'm both excited for it but also worried that it'll actually happen, but don't seem like one to just like not do a thing they'd say they do. So yeah, just keep me updated. And it seems we're both staying up to like 6 a.m. lately, so don't be afraid to poke me that late. Fuck, this is just sad. Just let him down. Let him down and be like, listen, dude, fuck, I'm not interested. I know that's a lot of pressure to put on her, but like, I don't know. It's pesty, but it's not. He's just fucking lonely. Psychoanalyzing others without their consent. This ties into overstepping boundaries. Toaster has an affinity for judging others. He explains that this is his way of observing, but the assumptions he makes about these observations can be harmful to others. More so, Toaster often diagnoses people with neurodivergent disorders like ADHD and autism without their consent, and pressures them to identify with these descriptors. Beyond that, he also talks about people most likely having these disorders with other people. Okay. Okay, fuck. Okay, is this like gonna be a meme thing or is this like a serious thing? Yeah, Blank wants to take me up on VOD reviews though, so finally someone at least. That's sweet. I don't know how well it would go though. She's not a very inquisitive person, I am sensing. Cece, you might be surprised. Toaster, I already helped fix her OBS setup, and she asked 0 questions. And every time I checked to make sure she understood because she would say, or okay, she was like, no, I don't understand. I think most people are like that, but I notice it because when people actually seek out understanding, it says a lot about them. This was about a good friend of mine. What? And every time I checked to make sure, because she was saying, and okay, I was like, I don't understand. I think most people are like that, but I notice it because people actually seek out understanding. It says a lot about them. Yeah, Brian, with the 5. Thank you for never doing politics again. I'll periodically give you $5 so you can be reminded only to do degenerate content forever. Thanks. Yeah, no worries. Look, I get it. People want to talk about the DGG stuff. People want to talk about Destiny. Okay, like, here's my general take. If Destiny's being a degenerate, I'm interested, but, like, my limitations with political content are basically... fuck. Like, and the other side of anything to do with DGG, Vosh, Hassan, the nature of doing content, like covering a community, is people will come and watch you, and the stated goal here is never to have any of those people as fucking viewers, because I got the only good DGGers, okay? I already got the only good DGGers. They're already fucking mods in this community, but that's enough. I'm good. I'm done. I don't want people who fucking, like... Fuck, I still end up in arguments with people who are, like, Destiny fans, and it's frustrating, and I'm like, I don't actually care that much. I do not fucking care. It's like, you know, I know some people who will, like, who really don't like Medica, and that's fine. I can accept that. It's cool. But it's like having conversation. Like, if somebody comes to you and goes, I really care about this content creator, and you're like, I don't really like them, I don't really give a shit, and then you get like a fucking essay-length explanation of why they are the best streamer on the planet, is my experience with every Destiny fan, and it makes me want to tear my fucking eyes out, okay? So I have no will to do that kind of content. I'm very limited on it, and I will cover the leaks because they sound interesting and kind of funny. But as for like the general political takes, there's a reason I went to a LawTuber stream to talk about the US election. I didn't fucking do it here, okay? Listen, we all escaped, we got free, I'm not going back, you can't fucking make me, I don't care. That's my position. Okay? This was about a good friend of mine. While I understand Toaster didn't mean it with ill intent, it still rubbed me... Then why are you putting it in? While I understand Toaster didn't mean it with ill intent, it still rubbed me the wrong way because I didn't like that he was insinuating people who ask questions / are curious are better than people who don't. I felt like it was weird for them to... Listen, fuck. This document is so frustrating. There is... we are like halfway through it. And I just kind of... fuck. Everything that gets phrased here is like, we were friends, I cared about him, and, you know, he just pushed the relation. Listen, he's a sad, lonely fucking loser. Of course he is. Can we watch Tuk Tour? I tried to make Tuk Tour content. It was fucking impossible. It was fucking impossible to make anything solid out of this. When I was friends with Toaster, I'm going to skip over some of these. When I was friends with Toaster, one of the things he talked to me about was neurodivergency and autism. I want to point out that I was still incredibly new to the VTuber scene at this point and was familiar with autism through my younger sister, who is diagnosed. My father also suspected he was on the spectrum. Being new to the scene and not fully understanding how society viewed people with autism, I was pretty excited to talk to somebody who seemed to know a lot about it. As we talked more, he started to file things I said or did into his folder of autistic tendencies and later introduced me to online tests to see if I was autistic. Fuck me. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, let's give myself a minute here. Why the fuck? You think I did well being human and talking to other humans? Yeah, you did. Do you often explain your ability to appear and interact as normal human? If I see something I don't understand, I usually look it up, especially words. I used to stop reading just to look up a word I didn't know because a teacher I admired told us to. Sir, do you have ADHD? Nice. Anyway, you wanna listen? He's quite fucking soy-brained. I don't know if this is a joke. Anyway, if you want to take some recommended tests, start here. Embrace autism. I think it's partial. I think I was partial to RADS, R, and ASPE quiz, but some of them are a bit more tailored and unique experience. Oh my god, this is so fucking gay. This is so fucking gay. Okay. I was grateful to him for introducing me to a side of myself I hadn't acknowledged or explored. Well, I have great news for you. Almost all other VTubers are autistic too. Well, let's look at Milky. Let's look at Milky's experiences. I don't care about Anon right now. Let's talk about Milky's. Because I think that's probably the strongest accusation in this is essentially Toaster like kind of like fucking fanficked himself into a relationship with this chick. Like that, you know, like it's pretty weird to present a friendship as a relationship to outside parties, right? Oh, okay. Chris Chan is having a kid, Beckett. Yeah, I heard. I got my diagnosis 2 weeks ago, age 45. That was my choice. No one should be doing that for me. Yeah, I don't know. Like, listen, I joke about autism a lot. I joke about autism a lot. It is what it is. But yeah, fucking, I don't know. This is again peak male feminist behaviors. In the beginning, Evil Toaster often referred to in communication as frog or frog. And I started as friends with a strange dynamic. When we first met one another, we'd regularly play Apex every Sunday with each other and stream together often. We would almost always duo, on rare occasions play trios, and I'd just become a streamer. And Apex was one of my first video games. I had no idea how to play any games, especially on MNK, and he offered to teach me. Although he was a wonderful content creator who valued his community, tried his best to spread awareness and inclusivity, and just happened to have a rough go of things due to his particular way of communicating and his poor interpersonal skills. Even though he was quirky, I thought it had pure intentions and was simply trying to become close friends and build bonds of friendships and camaraderie with me, which I later found out was simply not the case. Expectations. In the beginning, Frog had told me that I was an unusual existence to him. He had mentioned that it was unusual for him to meet someone who was nice to him and affectionate without needing things in return. On our second conversation ever, he told me that while he didn't have a good read on me, he was overly analytical of me from the beginning. Okay, so, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a great read on you, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you're a person who would appreciate honesty and being upfront, especially since you kind of prompted me to talk about things in our first actual conversation, knowing full well there's a can of worms behind the answer of how are you question. So I'm taking it that you're someone very interested in people and value connections and communications and just overall being genuine. Does that sound accurate? Don't take it the wrong way. I get overly analytical towards everyone. Just usually I don't tell them when I'm analyzing until, I don't know, a week. Hey babe. Do you want to get therapized? Fucking what? Bro, this dude is like fucking Rizless. How do you read this? Listen, he's running around like trying to diagnose people. I'll give you a diagnosis. This guy's a fucking autist. This is pure autism. This is actual fucking autism. Okay? This is fucking autism. He would reiterate how he was unable to treat me like he treated others and how he recognized the way he treated me wasn't what I deserved, but he had no intentions of changing his behavior. I'll be here for you whatever you do. However things play out, I care about you and I hope things get better. I appreciate that. I'm starting to think you deserve better than even me. Lol, what does that even mean? Like, I'm a pretty pog friend, but I think you deserve even better. He would continuously bring up how he was dealing with various things and that platonic affection, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, good, because here's the deal. I am, generally speaking, an open book. The problem is the current chapter of that book really sucks. He was fucking trauma dumping to this bitch. What? Oh no. Oh no. Come on. I am currently being affected by some long-standing trauma from previous relationships, and also my family being heavily exacerbated by my new traumatic event that has just started to unfold a couple of days ago. All that stuff kind of hitting all at once. It is a problem because it makes it very difficult to kind of connect with people, and currently the very unusual outgoing... Dude, this is just fucking sad. What do you... Okay, this is massive. I'm not reading all of this. What's the response? You're precious, and I appreciate you. Guys, they fucking encouraged it. No. Hold on. This guy, once again, is a fucking loser, but they encourage it. Am I being... Does anyone disagree with me here? Listen, does anyone disagree with me? Because the way I'm reading these fucking DMs is, like... This is a sad, lonely guy DMing, like, fucking VTube chicks. And they're like, you're precious and I appreciate you. I analyze you a lot, and I'm really happy to know that you understand your emotions and how to process them. And while understanding and changing how you feel is difficult, I'm proud of you recognizing your thoughts and behaviors and understanding them. As I said, I like you. You're a friend of my friends, and you've been nothing but lovely to me. So of course I want nothing but the best for you. I'll read to you anytime, or just chat about whatever with you. It doesn't matter to me how cold or analytical you are things right now, because I understand the pains of needing someone to be there, but pushing them away all the time. Okay, what caused this fallout? What caused this fucking fallout? Like, is anybody like, Beckett, you're being unfair to the women in this? They encouraged this. They engaged with it. Jesus Christ. Hold on. He would express his desire to be affectionate with me, then I would deflect or ignore. Whoa, I'm still in bed. I gotta get up, but I don't want to yet. You're exhausted. Come nap with me. I have a small headache. I crawl into bed, but I needed to go... I crawled into bed, but I needed to go cook. What should I eat? BP, banana smoothie, salad and shit, chicken and tuna. Wait, that all sounds good. Milky started a call that lasted a few seconds. Answer, I can't yet. I miss you. I miss you too, but I gotta get out of bed because you won't get in it. He would express his desires to be affectionate with me that I would deflect or ignore. What the fuck are you talking about? I'd deflect or ignore him. I miss you. Call me. Talk to me. What? No, come on. No. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. I want you to lay down with me and so I can play with your hair. Why is this clipped on its own, Milky? Why is that fucking clipped on its own? This is a fucking hatchet job. Listen, I hate this little fucking loser. This guy's a fucking sped. But this is a hatchet job. This is an actual hatchet job. He got, like, someone saved this artist. He got fucked. He should be watching Queeman. Thank you. Lol, you don't need to thank me ever. Would you come cuddle and make out with me before bed? I gotta release the oxytocin. Is this the right drug? Hormone. Are you expecting? I'm like half aware, so I'm gonna pass out. Good night, cutie. It's a hormone. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but it seems like you crave love and affection and intimacy in your life. What do you feel like you're doing, or what's different about you to these other people that allows them to have it but keeps you from having it? Literally no clue, other than being in the right place at the right time. You're fucking talking to him about his feelings and how lonely he is. These bitches are crazy. You have fucking turned me. Holy shit. Oh, fuck, no, okay. Other than constantly expressing his desire for love and intimacy, which you reciprocated, he would also express his perception of where he would continually put himself in positions where he would be experiencing negative emotions just to feel comfort. Okay, cool. Listen, I don't know how other people read this fucking document and came to the conclusion that fucking Evil Toaster was creeping on women, like, unsolicited. This was fully reciprocated. I don't give a fuck about the power dynamics. Cope. actually cope. Anybody who's reading that, listen, he's a fucking loser. He's fucking autistic loser. No fucking disagreements. But anybody who's claiming that this guy is like deserves cancellation or deplatforming is out of their fucking minds. Okay? Jesus. I mean, what difference would deplatforming make now? No one fucking watches this guy. Fuck me. So we clicked through guides I had already read, and he had me read them aloud while questioning me in a berating and belittling way. I expressed to him I wasn't aware of how to fix it, and that this method of me reading aloud what I had already read wasn't helping. He was incredibly condescending and was demeaning to me. He eventually helped me figure out how to adjust the numbers in OBS, after I started crying when he was telling me how easy it was. Let's go, I couldn't figure out the filters in OBS, but I'm having a blast in Apex. Gain and compressor. Yeah, but like, I know how to add them, I just don't know how to adjust them. To be honest, I'm not sure. People aren't too soft or too loud. They had a call that lasted an hour. Give me the call then. Give me the call. In hindsight, it's such a... I know I'm skipping huge parts of this, is because I'm kind of a little bit fucking done. I think this is a hatchet job. That's my take. In hindsight, it's such a shame that it took so much for me to distance myself from him, and that I allowed him to treat me this way for so long as I did. In my last year of VTuber, I've come to respect myself far more, and would never let this happen again. Through this document and sharing my experiences, I hope others won't be put through the experiences I was. I hope they can love themselves enough to be worth and not treated in this way, while trying to build one-sided friendship, while being sexualized, used for inflating egos, and demeaned. While these expectations are my own, I know my friends who have had similar and grossly uncanny experiences with Evil Toaster, who weren't comfortable coming forward due to his influence. What the fuck? Yeah, he's desperate and lonely. I'm not disagreeing with you. Okay, we're going to... I want to know what caused this. I'll read a couple of this Anon person. Tried to keep it civil, but I guess her sub thing happened. What? No, what did you tell her before stream? Keep it civil and give some space. Gonna talk to her again about not coming in when you're here. Sorry, Toasty. What? You told me you told her not to come. Also asked people to not chat sharp as requested. This did you just not? Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. It was communicated very poorly. What did you say exactly to her? I called her. I don't care. This is all... Listen, you can have all the testimony you want, but... It seems like everyone just fucking interacted with this dude, and is now, like... I don't know, fucking cancelling him? Well, fucking August. I'm sorry that this document was necessary. I've held on to so much Toaster has personally done to me that it's not even included in this document, because regardless of how Toaster hurt me on a personal level, it is much more important to disclose how he continues to disrespect women's boundaries within the space, controls people and uses his status in the community. What fucking status? How small is your community that this motherfucker has no, okay. Okay, we're fucking done. We're fucking done. I've had enough. You listen. If you're lying in the document, you are obvious. How would you present logs like that? How would you fucking present logs like that to me and tell me that this guy is like pushing boundaries unreciprocated? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. Jesus. Actually unreal. In a second, I've got like a couple of tweets. A couple of tweets to read. Okay, nothing interesting. I got all excited for a second, but nothing interesting. Okay. Who is live?
I'm just gonna say it live.
Ooh, Zally is live. Good. Is Zally watching my fucking members stream? Zally's watching my members content. Absolutely fucking Vival. Don't watch people's members' content, Beckett. Don't watch people's members' content. That's very rude. It's content that their members have paid for, and then you're sharing it to people. Fucking, are you kidding me? No, I'm kidding. I don't give a fuck. I just think it's very funny. Okay. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. I've got no idea if that even worked. Interesting. Did that not work? Okay. I think that should work. Jesus. Right. Piracy. True. How dare she? Listen, I'm going to send you over to Xylee. I will be back around some point in the next week. Probably back to normal Thursday streaming. That's the goal. Should be a now recording stream tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this little additional stream. And I hope you enjoyed the video that came out and all the other random shit that's happened in the last week. Thank you all for coming to hang out with my birthday. Thank you to all members. Don't forget, if you want your name at the end of a Cope and Seed video, then become a molding member. If you'd like access to the inbox to choose content for members streams, then you can do that for $4.99 at Seething. Is it Seething? I think it's Seething. And at the coping level, you get access to our membership streams. Thank you all so much for coming to hang out. It's a pleasure as always. I'm going to go to bed and pass out in a fucking hole. Ta very much. Letters.